Howdy lovelies, how are you all doing? Welcome back to our crafting, where we learn, grow and craft together. In today's session 2 of our art journal, I want to show you an easy art journal page. Straightforward, no issues, just to play with paint and mark making with some very sophisticated tools I'll show you, and then some that you might have already. So let's dive right in. I was supposed to continue adding the eyelets, which I never did. I just dismantled it a tiny little bit with the idea of doing that. Something came up and I left it as it is. No issue. Just took out this page, not pulling this out completely, just keeping it there, and we will work with this white page today. I've got some paint on my table, and then I want to show you the very sophisticated tools. I don't think you might have such tools. Money can't buy these tools, I'm telling you. Just me making a silly joke. Bottle caps in different sizes, literally anything, and I am just going to work with circles today. Only circles, that is it. And I might add a Q-tip as well. I think I will indeed add one. So there it is. And then my palette is a plastic palette, and I just put some cellophane packaging material in there. So before we get started, I'll just move these wonderful tools to one side, and I just want to grab some ink. So archival, and I've got Distress as well. Distress ink, Distress archival and Distress ink, both in black Soot. So for this, let's get this party going. What do I want? What do I want? I think I'm going to use a little bit of yellow just to break. I'm going to just add, I need some packaging material here as well, just so that I have something to actually stencil on. And I'm going to, I think, turn this over just a little bit. I wonder if this is still not quite. Let me just grab the yellow mustard or mustard seed. Mustard seed Distress Oxide Inks. Such a wonderful product. The magic happens when you use water with these inks, but I'm not going to do the water thing today. Just a little bit, and maybe a little bit here. Moving this disc of mine. Going to if you have a stencil that has got these buttons that is hard to line up, just move them till they make sense to you. You don't have to use the whole stencil. You can use parts of it. And a bitty there, I think. We're going to continue with that as if that was the pattern. And maybe that one. Right around, I want to emphasize the circle shape. So this will be my border right around this disc. I refer to it as a disc, not necessarily a circle. And yes, I know it's flat. Don't worry about that. I know it's a 2D shape. All right, so we've got some yellow in the background. The next step is for me to add some black. I just want to take this dome off and put the black one on. There we go. So now, another Tom Holtz stencil. Just here and there. All right. Now, just to close this. And then let's get on with this. I did take out the archival ink, but I did not use it. So, next steps. A little bit of paint. Pink. This pink is just as runny. Our very sophisticated tools. And it made a bubble, so it keeps splashing. It's okay. On the plastic, it's fine. It's quite beautiful. But let's do another one, but lightly this time. And maybe one there. This is quite thick, and it might smear. Let's see, can we put one around there? All right. Now, a bit of purple. So we used this pink already. Or maybe this rosa pink. It is called Oats Rose. Very light. Very light. Same thing. Just here and there. And it will start looking like something just now. Now it's still quite bare. And you wonder, where am I going with this? Well, I'm having a play. That's basically what this is all about. And you can always come back to the colors that you have used. Now a bit of purple. If only this wants to come out of here. Let's see again. Oops, quite a blob. That is a blob of paint. But we will work with it. When you have thick parts like that, try to just push it to one side. And would you believe it, there is now some sort of a hairy thing in there. All right. And like with everything else, you can come back to it. We also used rosa. We haven't used the orange though, but we used that. So blue, a bit of blue. I hope this is sorted. It sounds okay. Yeah, that is a beautiful consistency. Awesome. Now to get this moved a bit. And yes, you can stamp on the edge. Just have something else there. This one did not stamp to my liking there. There we go. Just line it up, and then you can try again. Now this one is really a bit runny. I must just be careful, not too much. You can do this in the colors that you want. Greens, blues, pinks. You can go for cool colors. You can go for rainbow. You can do it monochrome, autumn colors, winter palette, summer. Truly up to you. want as you can see, just a play. Don't want to do too many orange. Let's do a few smaller purple ones. And then maybe a few pink dots here and there. Drying time really depends on the thickness of your paint and, of course, your environment. Some of the paints here are starting to dry. The ones that were really put on very thick is still wet. I want to put something there, maybe a tiny blue one, just to, and I guess it will show a brown now because orange and blue makes this brown color, but I think the blue is still strong. And let's do something there. There we go. All right, this is where I will stop. And you see now it is easy to clean this. I can just wash those, and it is easy to clean up the area. This needs to be thrown away. I can just tuck that immediately, just to ensure I don't miss anything. I'm just going to, oh, I just put that up, but it's fine. We can always put a bit of gesso if need be. So this one now needs to dry for a second or so, and then I'm going to just add a little title that I stamped some time ago that I was going to use for another project. I never got around to it, but there I have it, and that is what I'm going to add. It says the heart has its reasons, of which reason knows nothing. The heart wants what the heart wants. So let's get this lot dry. The pink is a bit wet, but it should be able to dry real quick. Grabbing some liquid glue, and I'm going to add this with liquid glue onto our journal page. Remember, it's our journal, anything goes. Our journal is as unique as the person making it. I will go in once the title is on, and this is all dry, probably with some gold Posca pens. Where's that spot I wanted to add this? It will be here, so I'm going to just add it there. Maybe like that. There's a bit of glue now. Of course, I moved it, but there we go. Now, this is not yet dry. I've got some paint on the fingers, but this should dry within a minute or so. Within a minute. So let's just wait a few seconds for this to dry. Just close the glue. Fingers are quite full of paint, but all in a day's work. Just checking that my gold pen is still in good writing condition. that the thicker paint will still be a little bit dry. You can see there's still darker spots on those, and that is all good. Now I'm just going to draw a few circles by hand. It doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to add a bit of dimension here. Maybe a little dot in the middle. Circle one of those. Not too much, not too much. One there to draw the eye to our little title, which is sort of in line with our holes. Then maybe circle up there, a dot in there. Then, you know, I will always try and add a few polka dots because it's such a simple pattern, but amazing, quite amazing. Almost looks like a fish eye now. Draw a circle over the paint. We don't need to draw too much, but for the next one, this paint is also still wet, so I better just be careful. I would like to draw a golden frame right around this. For that, I'll just use the edge of the paper to guide me. Don't want to move it in too much because of the wet paint. Oi, look what I've done now. It slipped. So just be careful. And yes, it might smear at the back. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're almost right around this. If you are watching this, I would love for you to leave me a purple heart, just so that I know you watched it till this point and we can get the channel alive a little bit. I had quite a few views in the last couple of days as well, and for that I'm very grateful. So if you have been watching and you're watching this, thank you so much for that. And to hide this little blooper I made here, I'm going to make another circle, and just one there, maybe one there, one in the middle of the blue, and nobody would be none the wiser. There we go. I think that's it. Maybe a few more. Let's do a few more there, right around this pink one, just to repeat that pattern. I kind of like that. And there we have our little journal page. It can be as simple as this. It can be intricate. It is up to you. It's your art journal. You do you. That's what art is all about. Art journal is exactly there for you to be able to express your own thoughts and feelings and how you see things. If it's what you're thinking about, playfulness, then that is what you will put on paper. Thanks for joining me. Go try and work in your art journal. Don't be afraid of a white page. It might feel overwhelming, intimidating, but just start making a mark on it so that you can take that whiteness away. The minute that you do that, you can carry on. So go try this for yourself, please do. And if you do, tag Wawa Crafting on social media. If you want to see more content like this, give me a thumbs up. And as always, I'll appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload new content. See you back soon. Goodbye.